so we can get started with my sparkly sparks. I'm shimmying right now, but you can't tell. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Raemiereyes and we are doing a sugar skull. Sounded like I said school, but I said skull. I'm actually doing a little bit more of a different type of sugar skull. I am doing more of like a white out, sparkly gold kind of sugar skull, but definitely something that's super important to my community. Day of the Dead in Tucson is really big here, so it's super exciting to be able to create this look for you guys and hopefully get to see you guys doing it out in the parade that comes in like a month, less than a month. It's crazy. Look at this big old flower. Why don't we just go ahead, jump right into it. So what I'm doing first is I'm taking the light brown from the Lorac Pro palette, the second edition, and I'm taking the light color and I'm just adding it to my lid from the middle end to the edge. So I'm kind of making the smoke part of the actual makeup look. And then after that, I'm gonna blend it out. I'm blending the light brown only because that I want it to not be so much of a harsh line. I want it to kind of blend in because later on we're gonna have paint around the eyes to make the eyes of the sugar skull. We're gonna do all this stuff, so it's really important to make sure that your lines are blended. Now for the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the color beige from the same palette and I'm going to just lightly brush it over my brow bone underneath my eyebrows for a highlight type look, just to give it a little bit of a pop. Switching it up on you guys a bit, I'm going to go into my Lorac Unzipped Gold palette and I'm going to use the color Unlocked for my lid. So I'm just going to lightly push it in to the middle of my lid, not going all the way to the ends because I still want this color, the light brown, to be in there, but I am going from the entire lid up, so just from lash line to the lid where it stops, right where the crease is. And then again, we're going to blend out that just so that the gold and the browns, they all mesh together well. So once we have our eye base created, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go in with some eyeliner just to make sure that the eyes are going to pop later on, especially because the colors that we're using is so light, especially for more of a tan skin tone. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna wing it out, and we're gonna make it drastic, and we're gonna do it well. Once your base is done, you'll be right around this. I don't know why I do this so much. Lasers. If you guys got that, then you're good people. The next part is the best part. The next part is lashes. Now lashes are definitely a more of a personal preference. I like big, full, long lashes. That's why I usually have extensions on. But for this look, it's not necessary. However, it is preferred. So we are working backwards, that's for sure. We are working backwards. So I am going to go in with two different bronzers. I'm going to bronzer in, you know, kind of a little bit more of the contouring of my cheekbones, you know, touch the foreheads, the temples, all around my chin, all that stuff. But I'm going in with both a matte and a shimmer bronzer. So it's more of like the dewy look. So I'm going in with actually an H&M bronzing powder as well as Wet n Wild Starlight Bronze. I really love these colors. I do. I like them a lot. So, okay, so with that being said, we're just bronzering out. We're working backwards because this is all going to be underneath all the paint that we're going to have later. I'm also now going in with a highlight from Benefit Cosmetics. It's called WhatsApp. It's definitely one of my favorite highlighters right now. It's a little bit more of the bronzy, so I'm highlighting my cheekbones, bridge of the nose, cupid's bow, chin, same thing on the side temples, you know, the whole shebang. So now what I'm doing is I'm doing a little bit of shadowing under the lash line just to kind of not close up my eyes, but I'm trying to just kind of make them stand out a little bit more. So I'm going in with just a very light brush. I'm going in with Espresso from the Lorac Pro palette #1. And we're just lightly brushing over our lashes and our line, and I'm kind of dragging it out just a little bit. Once we have done our under eye liner, we're gonna go in with some mascara, which is actually Makeup Forever's Smoky Extravagant. I've used this before in some of my videos, and I definitely like this brand a lot. So we're going to now go in and make the teeth. How you're going to make the teeth is you're going to, basically, I like to make little rounded squares and then just kind of draw up a line so that it's almost like a square with some legs. That way we can drag them down, and later we can kind of mold them into, you know, being like the actual root of teeth. So that'll come later, but we're gonna start with, make as many teeth as you want. Start from the middle, you know, right in between where your cupid's bow is, straight down. And then work your way outwards. Next, we're going to make the outline of the jaw to connect the teeth so you know actually how far you want to go with your teeth. So now that like we did the teeth, I stopped at a middle, and from there I know that I want to fill in this gap of teeth. So to make the jaw, you just kind of shape your bones. You're going to take it from the cheekbone, what the cheeks of a skull looks like. Use a reference photo, this also helps. You're going to just kind of lightly follow the line of your cheekbone. Then you're gonna go down and follow the line of your jawbone. This would be where it's hollow as a skull. So it's really important that you try to make that look more of the skull. Like follow the shape of a skull is basically what I'm saying. So next what I'm going to do is I'm just filling in that hole to where it comes to the end of where the jaw line or bone would be. Now to make the shapes, you can make your teeth any shape that you want to. I'm kind of following what a natural mouth would look like, as in the teeth here are a little bit bigger, they're smaller, but these are more where you chew, so they're a little bigger here. I'm just kind of doing my own thing. Next, I'm going to go in with another Mehron color that I'm going to be doing. So before I was using the Mehron or the Ben Nye white, so now I'm going to go in with Mehron and mix those kind of colors. So now I'm using, the color is called Coral, but it's more of a fleshy orange type color. As you can see, it kind of blends in just a little bit more. And I'm going to now make the roots and drag out the teeth, and I'm going to even use my finger as a way to rub them out to blend the lines so that they're not like harsh straight lines. Now I'm gonna go in and make my nose with the Ben Nye Color Cake makeup in white. So what I'm doing is I'm now going to make the hollows of the eyeball. So when you're looking at a skull, you know that this here is an eye socket and nothing's in there. So I'm just going to make my own shape, my own pattern, and I'm taking it to where you're covering your brow so you no longer see the brow. I am then going to go in with the Jumbo Eye Pencil from NYX in the color Milk. And Milk, I don't know why I said it like that, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically just go over my eyebrows. That way you can't see them as much as you would without it. Just because it's more of a cream base or grease base or something like that, that it's a little bit easier to cover up hair. Now for the fun part of a sugar skull, which is basically all the little fun designs. So now a lot of people, when they do sugar skulls, they're doing anything from hearts and flowers and lines and swirls and anything that they feel like putting in, you know, they're having certain type of messages in their sugar skull. I like dots, so I decided that I'm going to go in with some dots, and it doesn't necessarily have to be even or symmetrical. However, I kind of prefer that. So I have a couple of dots here, a couple of dots on the sides, and I'm just kind of lining it up a little bit more, making it my own. So now the design part, completely up to you. You want to do it the same way I do it, do it. If not, don't. So next what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take little gems, little sticky gems that I found at a creative store, and I'm going to now just stick them on where I feel like they need to be, around the circle of my eye. So I'm framing the circle. It should be a little bit like this. There you have it, guys. There is your white out sugar skull inspired tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed this just as much as I did, because I love doing all this stuff for you guys. If you guys do recreate this look, please hashtag Raemiemakeup or I Do Hair and Makeup Artistry so that we can check you guys out, because I would love that. So I'll see you guys next week. There you have it. It was like a fur. Or a bug. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week. I make myself laugh. Oh my.